And I told Abhishek that you are doing, Irfan's character. So
Such a huge pressure you put
no.
on
He
it.
said, no, Dada, I'll give my full for that. He talks a lot, but when he's quiet, his eyes speak, like Jayadi. If you see in Jayadi, in Dhoni Mein, or in a Bengalis film, or even Guddi or Koshish, because of him, I have this career because he accepted to work with me in Shoobite. He agreed to work with me in Piku. See, in Piku, it is the father who was raising the daughter and in treating it. In this one, I think what I say is his daughter is raising the father.
Yeah.
Abhishek has a daughter, so we are all, fathers.
Proud fathers of daughters.
Yeah, exactly. If I don't embrace death, then I will live with a lot of fear. Once he told me also, that Babil hai, वो क्या करेगा वो अभी देखो, इसको देखो. मैंने Babil करेगा, आप चिंता मत करो. He'll do whatever he is to do.
Hello everyone, welcome to Showsha. I am Titas Chowdhury in conversation with Shoojit Sircar. Hi,
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm excited.
Good. Now, I think a lot of people have already watched your film by now. I saw Imtiaz Ali posting about it.
Yes. He said, "Senti kar diya maine usko."
Arre wow.
Yeah.
How lovely to hear it, no?
Yeah, even I was also quite happy to hear, from him that he really enjoyed the film.
That's lovely. I read something, you said that I had Irrfan in mind for this role as well. But Abhishek, of course, did a fabulous job. I watched the film. So since you're saying Irrfan was in your mind, when did you conceive the idea of this film?
No. I said that, what I said was that Irrfan is always, while I'm scripting, he's always in my head. So,
right.
That, you think like that. You started thinking like, okay, what if Irrfan would have done this? So that's what it was not that Irrfan was, because he'd passed away in April.
Yeah.
And then we started conceiving the film and talking and with Arjun there from August onwards.
Acha.
So it was, but he hasn't left, so that's why I said that.
He hasn't.
Yeah,
Very true.
Yeah.
Actually,
and I told Abhishek that you are doing, Irfan's character. So
such a huge pressure you put
no.
on
He
it.
said, no, Dada, I'll give my full for that. And he gave. He gave.
He did.
Absolutely.
Fantastic he was. Yes. Not a lot of people know this, but the film is based on Arjun.
Arjun, I'm one of my real friend. My friend, yeah.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about how did you decide to, let's take his life and translate it on screen?
So it takes sometimes you don't realize that there is somebody in front of you, you're talking every day, and even that story can be interesting. But sometimes ordinary people around you, relationships around you, they can also make into a very good film. So I just thought, when I was talking to Arjun, and I just realized that something bizarre about his character, something bizarre, that he's smiling and laughing, is joking around with his relationship with the daughter. He's somewhere, playing around a little bit. He's doing a marketing also, little gimmick, and also surviving. So all that gave me a little, courage that, that there is I saw a humor in his survival story. And for me, it's a very humorous film, funny film also. Because, if I see the life in a humorous way, then lots of things get easier for you.
Sure.
So that's why that's the basic core essence of this film also, and that's why I made this film.
But imagine for a person to have such a positive outlook after going through 20 surgeries, and after somebody told him that you're not going to live beyond a certain amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. So if somebody tells you that you're not going to survive more than 100 days, then what do you do? And also, he lost count after that surgery. How many? He doesn't know. So that's we don't know what number of surgeries. But it is. But he is that positive guy.
Sure.
He is that positive. He's conquered almost his life.
Very true. Yesterday, after the film was over, I remember talking to you, and you said that Abhishek's eyes have a lot of Jayaji's eyes.
Yes.
This is what you said. I want you to, explain that for our viewers, because it was very interesting what you told me.
When I started meeting him, so I of course, I was doing roles, rehearsals and practices and everything else. But then, slowly I was knowing him also. You know, I was trying to probe him. I was trying to ask him questions. He would react. And slowly I saw a very, very soft side of him. Very, very vulnerable, very, very, charming, he talks a lot. But when he's quiet, his eyes speak, like Jayadi. You know, if you see in Jayadi, in Dhoni Mein, or in a Bengalis film, or even Guddi or Koshish, I thought that beauty and warmth, of Jayadi, and we were fans of Jayadi. She's from FTI. She's worked with Sanjeev Kumar in Koshish. Then of course all the other films. So when I started shooting and the camera, I saw that this is Jayadi. He's completely there's a lot of thing of Jayadi in him. So that's what I felt. And you see in the film, you will see it. Now, and you go back and see Jayadi's film, you will find him.
Yeah, the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes. Yeah, there's a lot of things.
How lovely. Mr. Bachchan has also said such lovely things about the film on his Twitter. And how does it feel to get that stamp of approval from the man himself?
We were scared all the time. We are always.
Still scared?
I don't really.
Like intimidated, let's say. Are you
No. I'm not intimidated, but I am always looking for his reactions. Of course, he's a legend, and his reaction is very important for me. And I have worked with him with 4 films. So even if we have a certain equation, but still, we regard him. We regard him with utter respect and gratitude that he came into our lives. He made because of him, I have this career, because he accepted to work with me in Shoebite. He agreed to work with me in Piku. So I have to be thankful to him. I cannot be, I'm just eternally thankful to him all the time.
Yeah. How was it on day 1 of Shoebite, which happened before Piku?
Yeah.
Were you nervous that day?
Oh yes, my first day in Piku is one of the most, I cherish that memory that, I got choked saying action to him. So I tell this story to everyone. So, of course, first day with a legend with whom, like in Kolkata, he came for a Yarana Juna. I was a small school kid, 12, 13 or something. And the whole Kolkata was buzzing with a Yarana shoot, that Yarana film is going to happen in Netaji Indoor Stadium. The whole of Calcutta was, dancing. And he's like a Jamai Babu. So,
Yes.
so and you heard of him as that superstar, and then never thought of him that, you will meet him. And then you are directing him and he's in front of you. So all that comes in front of you, and you don't have the courage to, how will the next move will be. So I was nervous, very, very nervous.
But, it's so unfair, I think, Ekto, to make these comparisons between, let's say a father of the stature of Mr. Bachchan and Abhishek Bachchan, because I think they're brilliant in their own ways. But tell me, you as a director, what was that one point or one thread of commonality that you saw in them as actors, in terms of maybe how they approach their craft?
The most important thing about Abhishek Bachchan and Mr. Bachchan is that they're true gentlemen, both of them. They're so well behaved, and their courtesy, their hosting us, is of something else, respecting you, respecting a director, respecting that all Abhishek has got it from Mr. Bachchan. Respecting the writer, everybody on the set, what it takes to make a film. Be on basic things, be on time, remembering all the lines like Mr. Bachchan remembers everything. So all that he's got it from Mr. Bachchan. Yeah.
Okay.
He's got those disciplines are very, very important. That he got it from Mr. Bachchan.
Yeah. Yesterday when we had told you that this I Want to Talk is also a father-daughter story, you said no, it's a daughter-father story.
Yes.
We have seen you exploring that in Piku as well, and here also very beautifully, again very differently. What is it about daughter-father relationships that really fascinate you as a maker?
See, in Piku, it is the father who was raising the daughter and in treating it. In this one, I think the what I say is his daughter is raising the father.
Yeah.
So daughter was, wherever the daughter came in, she was actually dictating his life. If you see in the entire film,
Yeah.
so the daughter was actually, helping him to become a person. And whatever the gaps were there between their relationship, that she was covering it and trying to give it a hint to him through her eyes, through her moments. Some he was getting, some he was not getting. The mistakes that he was doing in the relationship, we do sometimes, we don't realize.
Absolutely.
So those things were important. And also I have a daughter. Now they run me also. They are decision makers now.
Yeah.
So I think there was no other way. I mean, Abhishek has a daughter. Has a daughter. My writer has a daughter. My producer Ronnie has a daughter. So we are all, fathers.
Proud fathers of daughters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. One thing I observed as an audience while I was watching I Want to Talk is that forget the physical ailment that, Abhishek's character Arjun was going through, but his behavioral patterns, okay? He's so stubborn, almost childish.
Yeah.
It's like that. I feel if there would be a Shoojit Sircar universe, then Mr. Bachchan in Piku, the younger age of that would be Abhishek Arjun. It's almost like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Somewhere, do you think they merged these two characters?
I don't know. I mean, see, because it is Abhishek, we might think more like that. Because
as characters also,
as a
I felt so.
character, maybe because
Yeah.
that clumsiness, that irritability, that confusions and those gyans, maybe a little bit, yeah.
Yes. What is it about, I have to ask you this, what is it about grief or acceptance of death? Why does it fascinate you so much? And do you think you've embraced the fear of death now, like you were telling?
Yes, I have. I mean, if I don't embrace death, then I will live with a lot of fear. And that factor, we will have to, at some point, give it up. But I made this film because if you embrace death, then you can, all the time, you can challenge death. You can, it's like not giving up, all the time. So Arjun was going through these many challenges, but he never gave up.
Yeah.
And it was just a roller coaster going on in his life. So I think I have that fascination, which is from all the films that I have done. Even in Shoe Bite also, which didn't release, it had that.
Okay.
Then I made other Piku also,
October,
all that. Even Sadar Udham had to do with something to do with death also. So yes, it fascinates me because that's the reality of life. You cannot ignore it.
Yeah, but we all are as human beings scared of it, right? So when you are making a film like the ones that you have mentioned, including Piku, October, now this, is it cathartic also in any way?
Yeah, because I think there's an ultimate truth. Ultimate truth is this. And you cannot, close your eyes from that truth. You cannot keep yourself away from that truth. That truth is going to happen. Yeah. So, you don't want to think about it, fine. You can be in a denial mode, that's fine. But if you can have fun with it, then that's, I think, is beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. I was recently watching one of your interviews where, again, you spoke so fondly of Irrfan Khan. We all got teary-eyed, While I understand that you do miss him as an actor and we miss him, as an artist, what is it that you miss about the friend that he was?
He was not only friendly to me, he was friendly to quite a few friends here, directors also. But his that infectious smile that he had, that he will come here, he'll walk here, he'll come to this office, he'll come here and sit there. And then the hug that he will give, that beautiful tight, Dada, that, and then he will sit down and talk. So you connect. So I connected quite deeply with him. So which I miss, Sometimes there is some purpose. With him, there was no purpose. We just met and talked. We spoke.
And would randomly pick up the phone on each other?
Yeah, we do that. We did that. We did that. And we spoke. And he will randomly just come here and we'll reach the office and sit here.
He used to come here also?
Yeah, he used to come here, right here. And he'll have, Dada chai pilao, chai piyenge, baat karenge. So that's how it is. So sometimes there are no conditions or purpose to it. You just sit. So that deeper insight that we somewhere connected. We connect. It's difficult. I can't explain in words.
Yeah. And how beautifully you had once told me that, I almost feel like a father figure to Babil now.
I do.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of guilt in me also, and also because of I couldn't work with him, and
Yeah.
And during the COVID, I was not here. I was in Kolkata. He was here. So yeah, I do feel. I mean, he also, once we spoke and once he told me also, that Babil hai, वो क्या करेगा वो अभी देखो उसको देखो मैंने बाबिल करेगा आप चिंता मत करो he'll do whatever he is to do. So one day just ऐसे ही बात करेगा. He wants to do this, he wants to do that. I said that's fine. That frickleness is there when you're growing up.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and I talk to Shutapa, I talk to Babil, so that also comforts me.
Great. The anxiousness of a father, right?
Yeah.
Very lastly, a lot of films are getting re-released these days. I want to ask you if you could release one film. Of course, I'm sure you want to release Shoebite first of all before anything else. But if you could re-release one film, which one do you think would it be?
I will release Sadarudham, Piku, October, Vicky Donor.
All of them?
All of them.
I think you should actually release Gulabo Sitabo.
Also, yes. All Gulabo Sitabo, right.
I love that film.
Oh, yeah. It is also.
Thank you so much, sir. On that note, I wish you all the best for I Want to Talk. And I also cannot wait for the world to watch the film.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I am Shoojit Sircar and you are watching me on News 18.